Okay, good day everyone. I am back again. I was this morning already here and now for the second time today. So, yeah. Okay, what are we going to do today? We are going to color with these kind of markers. The Sig Clean Color Real Brush Marker. It's a brush on water-based. So, yeah, I like them. So we are going to try this beautiful image from Mariola Budek. She has an Etsy shop where you can buy these images, so do her a favor and order them. They are not so expensive, few bucks, so and you have a lot of fun with it. I really like her style of drawing, so and a lot of people do. So yes. Before we start, my name is Thea. Welcome to the stream. Yes, let's start. I hope that everything is working and that we have the sound is okay. So, okay, when I only watch that site, when I'm looking at that site, it's that I have to look on my computer to see what's going on. My iPad is not working well, so I can't use it. So I have to watch every time there if anyone is coming and asking questions or just talking to me. I have to go that way. Yes. Okay, I hope that everything is okay. Then let's start. I start with the leaves. I have here a paper, and that's how I always do it. I know that I need green for the leaves or a color for the flower, and I want to do a pink flower today. And what I'm doing is I'm taking all my pinks or a lot of pinks, and I'm making a little how do you call this? Well, you know what I mean. And then I'm looking if I like colors together and how they react together. So here I have 4 colors in it, 4 different colors who I tried, and yes, I like this kind of blending. So this is what we're taking. I have in the comments of in the below I have put down there the colors that I'm using. I did also do that with the green, so I mix and try, and these are the single colors, and then I mix it and look if I get the right color that I'm looking for. And I'm trying every time the difference. It's not that I'm always using the same colors. No, I like to experiment, and I like to have every time a different color. So this time we are playing with these colors, and I will tell you now which color it is. And if you can't remember them, it is standing below. Yes, so I'm taking now the light green, that's number 41. I am taking pale green, number 45. And I'm getting the deep green, that is for number 44. So, yes, that came out reasonable. I start with my light color, number 45. And I putting just a light base color on it. Then I get it the little bit darker, the middle. Let's say I'm taking the first color, middle color, last color. So it's easier for me to talk than every time the names. So now I'm taking the middle. I put a little bit of shadow along the lines here. I'm taking my lightest color, my first color, and I'm going to blend those 2 colors together. So just that I don't have any lines, but only a smooth transmission from light to dark. Then I take the darkest color, number 3, and I'm going to do a little bit more of shadows. I'm taking the middle color and I blend that out a little. Not too much, just on the line a little. Don't go too far because we want to have a little bit of light green as our light source. It's good that you have that you get too much dark color on your light marker. It doesn't matter, you can just go over a piece of paper to get the dark, can you see it? To get the dark color out of your marker. So it doesn't matter if that happens. Okay, start over again. Just a light base. A little bit of the middle color. And start just with small pieces. You can always add more color. I'm now blending it with the lightest color. Taking a little bit of the dark color, the deep green, number 44. Just add a little in the middle here. Taking my middle color, number 41. Just blending. And the lightest color. And now I'm always taking the lightest color a little bit further to the side. There's also a blender from these markers, and it's nice to have it here on the end, but make sure that you always clean up your point so you don't have too much color in it, because then it don't work. And I've just eaten and my stomach is going like crazy. I'm trying to make it a little bit lighter because I thought it was a little bit too much here. Okay. Hey Marja, gezellig. Welcome. So a little bit dark on both sides. Then we take the middle color to make it a little bit bigger. And the lightest color in the middle. Okay, I'm going to turn my paper a little bit, so I have the leaf to me. Just putting down base color. The paper that I'm using is also below, so you can always look it up. I'm using the Bristol paper from Strathmore. blending out the lines into the light green with my light green. Taking the dark green. Don't put too much because it will get easily very dark. Now I have the middle green. I just blend it out a little bit on the sides from the darker color. And then I'm taking my lightest color and blend it out to the sides, not very. Now I'm going with a clean brush to the end. To keep it as light as possible. So I'm taking my blender and I'm trying to get some color out of it. Make it clean. You also can do this with a brush and water. But I forgot to take that, so I'm doing this now with my blender. But you also can do it with your water and a brush. No problem. Okay. Next. And all the leaves are we doing the same. Blending out with the lighter color. Taking the darker color. Just a little bit around here. The middle color. And the lightest color. Taking my blender. So when you're using your blender or your brush, you just push the color back from the sides to the middle of the leaf. So you get more like a white line, but there is still a little bit color on it. So it's a nice nice blend. Okay, I must watch how this all going. I do a few at a time. You can do that when you are working fast. Then there is no problem. Are you not so fast yet? Please don't do it because the colors will dry up and it's much harder to get a nice blend. So if you are a beginner, just new with this medium, please do just leaf for leaf. I'm now doing this also because I don't want to have that dark color into my paper and I can do anything with it, so just make sure that everything is going well. And to push the color back, it's better to have the light color to you and then push the color back to that way. Like this. Clean up your point. That's important, eh? I have the dark color. Like this. Oh, ik had ook al water. Oké. I get some coffee from my husband, so that's what it is, eh? When it is all live, everything still goes on and on. But that's okay, I don't mind, and I hope you don't too either. I apologize for my language. I hope it will be getting better in time. But yeah. I'm trying to push the colors back again with my blender. To get nice light pieces into my leaves. This isn't hard, it's not so difficult. It's all about the right papers to get a nice smooth blending. So every time I'm going to blend with a lighter color. Oh. try to make it a little bit lighter here, because I have a darker spot here on the bed at the leaf. I want to make it a little bit lighter here. And just mixing those colors together to have a nice green leaf. But always try to do first on a piece of paper, try out the colors, how they mix. Do you like the color what you have mixing? Because they look nice when they are single, but do they be nice when they are together? So try to put them together on a piece of paper, and use then a paper where you are coloring on. It's always better. So if you have small pieces left from something, keep them. You always can use them for this kind of work. I'm going to be a little bit more in the middle, because I'm seeing that I am a little bit on the left side. So I'm going to try a little bit working here. It's a big piece, it's on an A4, so it's big. So you can frame it if you want. But you can always print it smaller, so you can make it on a card or whatever you like. Put it in an art journal. It's also nice. Making a beautiful background. And then putting this rose on it. Okay, going with my blender, just on the edges here. Clean up my point. If I don't clean up my point, I will take all the green color what's in my point. I'm going to take it to the side, so it won't be getting lighter. So it's important that you clean up your point so now and then. You can see how easily it blends on this paper. It's really awesome. I have tried so many papers with these pens, and this one is awesome. I really like this paper for this. I'm going to blend with my blender the sides, make it lighter, but also a little bit green. It's not totally white. It's a little bit more on the bottom from the leaf than here. That's always. It's always more shadow on the bottom of the leaf. If it's too dark, push it back with the lighter colors. It's a lot of green, as you can see. I'm trying to do it so fast as I can. Okay, I've leave this for now because I want to do a rose and that. Lekker Maya. Just take your coffee. Okay, and now I'm going with the darkest color. I'm going to make a little bit of details in it. So just with the point. So now and there. And just wonder if it is not a little bit too dark. So I'm going to try now with the middle color. And take my blender. Okay. I'm not going to do my darkest color but my middle color because I think it's a little bit too dark after my taste. So I'm taking a little bit lighter color. Yeah, that's much better. And now I don't even have to blend as much. Just take a little bit the lines away. Yes, that's much better. So don't do it like this, but do it like this. Can you see what I'm doing? Shall I a little bit closer? And I hope I'm in frame then. Go with my blender. Okay, so you see you have more detail in a leaf when you are doing this. Just with the nib, very softly putting some, how do you call it, veins in English? Is it veins? And now we are going to blend them into the other colors. Yes, perfect. I lift up the colors with the blender. And you are really going to see it when it's drying. Then you can see the effect from the blender. Am I in frame? Yeah. I hope that you can see what I am doing and what the effective one is. Okay, last leaf, and then we are going to do the rose. But I hope you understand now how this works, or at least how I work. Yes, Maria, it's much better. I discovered this later than the visual journal. But it blends much better than the visual journal. Okay. I have now 4 kinds of pink. And I will tell you which they are. But they are also standing below. Pink haze. Number 201. I have peach pink, number 202. I have dark pink, number 27. And I have pink, number 25. That are the 4 colors that I'm going to use. So I've now put on the light pink. I'm taking my peach pink and I'm going to put down some shadows. I'm taking the lightest color, number 1, and I try to blend. I'm turning my paper because I want now a little bit on this side with the same color. This is the second color, the pink, peach pink is that, 202. Go a little bit further to the sides. Now I take my darkest color, of not the darkest, but the darkest of those 3. I have another one that will be my last color. So now name the second, and I'll go a little bit further than the first time. Taking the lighter color and going to blend. Don't wait too long for blending because it will be sitting in your paper, the colors. So then it will be harder and harder to get it out of the paper. Turning it again. Doing the same thing. This is the middle color. Now I'm doing the light color. Trying to get it to the middle. And now I try to make a nice blend from dark to light to dark. Okay, so I have now 3 colors, and these 3 colors are all 3 on this side, and the 2 lightest one is on this side. I'm taking the 4th color, that's the dark pink, and I only use it on this side just to make a bigger shadow. As you can see, that the color is a little bit darker. Make it blend it with the 3rd color, the 2nd color, and just small pieces because we want to have a piece of light. So I'm going to leave this alone, and just a little bit on the side here with my, oh, I have green. Okay, now it's clean. So just on the side, a little bit with my blender pen. And I can see that my paper needs to rest and dry a little. And when it's dry, I will do some extra details. Just what I did in the leaves. So now I'm doing it again. First a light layer. Not totally to the end, but almost. Then the middle color. Am I still in frame? Yes. Taking my lighter color again. Make it good wet so it blends nicely. Do the same on the other side. Take your lighter color and blend a little. Okay. Then we are going to the 3rd color. Make it a little bit darker. Take your middle color and your lightest color and blend everything to the middle. We're going back upstairs. You take your middle color you're putting little dots over there. Then with the lightest color we are going to blend to the middle. Now we're going a little bit further up. Oh, it's too much pink, I can see it, so clean up. Okay, Now I'm going to my blender and I want to clean up a little bit of this darker color, and it's working. So when you see this, try to clean it up right away. Then you take the fourth color, the darkest color, and it's only here in the shadow to make it a little bit extra dark, to stand out. You take your third color to blend just a line. Second color, just a line here. I do just a little bit of tapping. And the last color, we blend it out to the middle. Okay? Yes, I would do that, Maria. You can use always your other paper for testing and that kind of thing if you don't want to use it again. So, okay, I will do this leaf. What am I doing? I need my lightest color. I'm not thinking. But it's okay. Just leave the end white, the end of this, because the leaf is going that way from the flower. So at the end there is a little less color, because the lights make it lighter. And you can see how the drawer make this, draw this. She put there a little bit of color in it, the black lines. Okay, I take my third color. Just a little bit here. Take my second color to blend. Just a line. And then the lightest color. Okay, I turn it a little so I can push a little bit color now to the lines. Leave it as light as possible. Then I take my dark color again, the fourth color, and only for the shadow, just to make it a little bit darker, not too much. Okay, take my blender. I'm trying to push some color out of here. Clean up your point. Okay. This piece will be light. Maybe I put a little bit in it, but mostly it's light. Second color. Take the lightest one to blend. I take my blender to make this a little bit lighter. Take my third color. And with the blender, I'm trying to keep this as light as possible. Clean up my blender and do it again. You can see that this is a very light color. It's too light after my taste, so I will bring here a little bit of the second color. And I take the light color and push this color a little bit through, so it's much better. Okay, I'm turning the rose a little bit around. I mean, I'm not going to do this one. A little bit of that color there. Going to blend with my lightest color. Taking my third color. In the shadow places. second color and blending it. And watch out there, because we are going to work smaller and smaller. So you need to watch out how many color you put down on your paper. Because we also want to have a little bit of light. So I have now the blender. I'm trying to clean up a little bit here. I'm bringing the color a little bit further with my blender. You can also use your brush with water, but please no much water in your brush. Always tip it on a piece of paper or a piece of towel. Dab it, so it will be not that that wet. Okay, and it's coming along the rose. I think so. Okay, I'm going to turn, because we're going to do this one. Second color. So like this. Going with my blender to keep this white. Taking my third color. Second color to blend it, only the line. A little bit of dabbing with your brush. The lightest color, and try to get everything in the middle together. Taking my blender, go a little bit further here, so keep it light but a little bit of pink color. Now we're taking the darkest color, our shadow color, the third color to blend, just a little bit of dabbing. lightest color for blending. Oh, dankjewel Marja. Second color. Just using the nip of your brush, just a little bit. Taking the lightest color and we're going to blend a little. Taking the third color. Only on the other, on the shadow side. Okay. Now I'm taking my blender, making it here a little bit lighter, and I blend at the same time. Okay, I clean up my brush, my blender brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of pink color at the end. Taking the darkest color, the fourth color, and making a little bit more shadow. Every time at the end we are blending, and now we are going to blend together with the lightest color. Take everything to the middle. And having a third color, just a little bit extra here. Hey, it's gonna get somewhere. Now these pieces are smaller, so they are going to go a lot faster, I hope. Because I'm here now for an hour, more than an hour. Just clean up a little because it's a little bit too dark. This must be light. Blending out. Okay. So now for the deepest shadows, the darker color. And I'm only going to do it with my lightest color, a little bit of blending because it's just a small piece, and that will be enough. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, it's a little bit wet still. Okay, the turn. Doing this one. It's almost finished, guys. And I'm stopping. It always takes longer than you think. And I am rushing. Met mijn blenderpen ga ik ze weer a little bit pinker. Okay. And how smaller they are, desto quicker and easier it will be. last few little things. Just with my blender, putting the color to the sides. It must be a little bit darker, I've guessed. Okay. A little bit of contrast, a little bit of dark. Okay. I'm just putting a little bit more here. Not too much, just a little. Okay. I'm going to dry it a little. I'm almost finished, guys. Almost. Yes, try it, Maya. It's not so hard, but it's a lot of work, a lot of leaves. Do you have this paper in the house? Because that would be nice, eh? If you have the paper, then it feels strange if you go with your hand over it. It's just like that the paper will be the structure is broken, but yes, nothing happened to okay, I've taken my third color and now I'm just going to do a little bit of just trying. Is that the third color? Yeah. It's not a very dark one, but now I'm going a little bit of making structure in the flowers. But your paper must be dry to do this, or else it won't work. Just with the tip of your brush. Yeah, I think that this will be okay. So I bring it a little bit higher so you can see. Now we're waiting for I hope that the camera is picking it up. Oh, it's much too can you see? Just little pieces. Okay. So I hope you like it and learned a little bit, and I will all see you next time. Please, if you like it, give me thumbs up and enjoy and share the video and try to make this channel grow. Thank you. Bye.